Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. I guess we have not heard the end of the Biafran struggle, and of course Asari Dokubo's saga in the struggle, as more trending news is coming out concerning this matter, and Asari Dokubo has aired his views over the issue of Biafra. Honestly, I don't know where to place this, but I think we should all hear him out, listen to what he's saying, and let's meet in the comment section and discuss this. But before we go into the newspaper too, he outlined all his views, outlined everything he believes, and maybe I guess after this whole news, it will be over to you to decide what's your take on this news. But before we go into the newspaper for the analysis, we would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Just barely 48 hours ago, Asari Dokubo granted an interview where he visited Waziriki's home and explained his intent and his position in Biafran struggle. Well, the founder of the Niger Delta People's Volunteer Force, NDPVF, Mujahid Asari Dokubo, has again spoken about the indigenous people of Biafra. Ipob Nnamdi Kanu, saying he has derailed the Biafran struggle. Dokubo, who said he's a Biafran and believes in Biafran struggle, maintained that the Ipob leader was not in any struggle for the restoration of Biafra Republic. The ex-militant fighter, who spoke in his country home, Boguma, in Kalabari Kingdom, River State, opined that associating with Nnamdi Kanu was his greatest regret. It gives me regret that in my life I ever associated with a person called Nnamdi Kanu. That when he was in crisis, I came out to defend him. In fact, my greatest regret is associating with Nnamdi Kanu. I can't make peace with somebody like him. It's a foreclosed issue because he has nothing to offer other than to derail our struggle, he stated. He now went further to say this, said with Nnamdi Kanu, there is no hope for Biafra. Those of us who get close to him know he's not fighting for any Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu is just one individual in Biafra. So we shouldn't make him important. He's not. He's just like every one of us, he said. He went further to say he's not in any struggle. Whatever spell he has cast on the Igbos will be removed very soon, and their eyes will open. When he was in trouble, all of us came out to defend him because an injury to one is an injury to all. We risked our lives by speaking in support of him, for him to be released from prison and for him not to be killed. Now, he sees those of us who fought on his behalf for his freedom as his followers. Some of us regret ever lending our voice. We would have left him to rot in jail because he caused more harm to Biafra struggle than anyone else, he stated. When asked how Kanu has caused more harm than good to Biafran struggle, the former president of Ijaw Youth Council retorted, "Listen to him. Don't you listen to his broadcast? His insult to every Igbo person that disagrees with him. He has also extended his insult to other tribes, including the Ijaw people. He's attacked Raf Wazirike and Nyawodo, that's Ohaneze leader. Now he's attacking Pa Edwin Clark, who is not a Biafran. Biafra is the former Eastern region. Pa Clark has never been an Easterner, but from the Western region to Midwest region. So he's gone outside the Igbo to abuse Pa Clark. Isaac Boro, Ken Sarowiwa. How can you bring unity to the people by abusing and attacking their leaders? Is Biafra struggle an Igbo struggle? He's making it an Igbo struggle. The Biafran Nnamdi Kanu is pursuing will be worse than Southern Sudan if he wants to promote Igbo hegemony over and above Ijaw hegemony, Ibibio hegemony, and so on. He's power drunk. We're not even done with the struggle. He's assuming the position of leadership, calling himself the supreme leader. Speaking on on how he fell out with Ipob leader Asari explained. It was during the Anambra governorship election when he said there would be no election in the state, and I disagreed with him. I said it would be a fatal mistake not to participate in the election. I told him it would be better to elect somebody who will have some form of sympathy, even if the person is not totally in the struggle, than to elect an open enemy who will use the state's resources to support our enemies. He said no and declared that day Ofen Salah Day. Again, during the 2019 elections, I said, let's vote out President Buhari and let the person we will vote for also know that we are the ones that supported him. So that when the person is there, even if he's not with us, he will know that we contributed to the removal of Buhari. He said no and started calling me a saboteur. At the end of the day, Nnamdi Kanu came and said people should go and vote. He said he has signed, sealed and delivered documents. Over 1 year and 5 months after the election, we have not seen the signed, sealed and delivered documents. He didn't tell us whom he signed the documents with. He did not do anything to apologize to those of us who believe that we had to participate in that election. Rather, he continued calling us names. I am not a member of the PDP, but what would have made me happy is that all of us worked together to remove Buhari. We did not do that. We failed. The truth is that the vast majority of Biafrans don't want anything to do with Nigeria. Majority of us want to leave Nigeria. So Nnamdi Kanu, through Radio Biafra, has been able to reach out to some of these people and has changed the Biafra struggle into a cult struggle who go about attacking people who are opposed to them. Before my quarrel with him, nobody was against him. But now people are no longer afraid of him. Wow, that's a long one. But now, before we feel the pulse of Nigerians over this, that's a long one. Asari Dokubo, some 48 hours ago, thereabout, yes, at the time of finding this report, had actually spoken with Wazirike, and he said very, very quickly, I'll take that very quickly, that he's a Biafran because he shares heritage with the Ijos, and they has, yes, heritage, the Ijo and the Igbo, so therefore he's proudly a Biafran. Although Wazirike was a very open, should I call it open? He mentioned that the issue of Biafra should be Edo people should be known as Edo, Ijo people should be known as Ijo, and all that nobody should try to superimpose the Igbo on them and all that. But Asari didn't go this lengthy. In fact, when a lot of persons heard what Asari said the last time, a lot of persons were like, "Oh, that's nice. Asari is beginning to, align with the ideology of actualization of Biafra." Now, he didn't explain all this, and a lot of persons keep saying that he's unstable. Today he's for, today he's against. But this is what he said: that though he's still a Biafran, though he's still after the Biafran struggle, but he's saying that with Nnamdi Kanu it's not viable, it's not possible. But I want to say this very quickly, okay, before we feel the pulse of Nigerians. You see this whole quarrel here and there. He's the one, he shouldn't be the one, he's the one, why we're going for him, he's supreme leader, he shouldn't be supreme leader. When you're looking for a goal, you're looking for a sovereignty of a state, you're looking for being a nation, my personal candid advice, whatever issues you have internally should be internal in the sense that Nnamdi Kanu and Asari Dokubo and other people who are, after the Biafran struggle, who seem to be struggling with power tussle, whatever it is, they should take it out of the media space, okay? People believe in oneness, okay? Whatever issues it is, they should settle it amicably. If Asari Dokubo believes that he's also fighting for Biafran struggle, they should hear him out, but he should not be contradicting, purposes in public. It doesn't give oneness. I think that's the word. Whatever differences they have among the leadership, they should sort themselves out amicably behind the curtains, okay, then they cannot come in one voice. Well, Asari Dokubo has his usefulness. Same thing with every other person who's coming in for the Biafra struggle. In as much as they agree, of course, that they're coming for Biafra struggle, but I think they should just settle it amicably. But the way it's going already, obviously Asari Dokubo is back, and is back with this whole issue of this Biafran struggle. It will come, it will not come. But he's saying that he's still a Biafran. He's not rejecting Biafra, but he's just saying that it shouldn't be Nnamdi Kanu. But you cannot rule out the fact that Nnamdi Kanu has played some vital roles here. Let's call a spade a spade. Everyone is perfect, but you can't rule out the fact that there's some vital roles he has played at some point. So I still believe that for the unification of oneness of heart, they should settle whatever issues they have within amicably, and then come with one voice, one solid voice, and move on with the actualization. That's where we'll wrap it up. What's the take on this latest development coming from Asari Dokubo? Let's interact in our conversation, please.